It is 7:14. Good morning. A quick look at traffic. Westbound 80, the Yolo Causeway, slowing up for you a little bit just past Reed Avenue. And a crash, Madison Avenue, just east of Fair Oaks Boulevard. Traffic brought to you by ZeroResSacramento.com. Here now is Dan in Sonoma.
Hey, Sean. Good morning. I was going to have some fun this morning, a little lighthearted stuff, even some good jokes about Willie Brown, but it's too serious to be lighthearted today. It's you look at everything; it is crumbling around us. And just looking at the Dow, it's down over 900 points. That's almost 2,000 points in 3 days, if I understand this correctly. And Biden's nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, it's Monday. Let's start with the Chicago shooting report. I've got to follow my caller prep board. That's here for a reason. Over the weekend, 43 people shot, 4 dead. That war zone just never ends. It's horrific. With this upcoming war in Israel, with Israel against Iran, I'm going to kind of dovetail from Dan from Elk Grove's call. Lloyd Austin and Anthony Blinken had to deploy, military in that region. The reason why is Feeble Joe went home to Delaware, as he always does. He's not due in back till maybe later today to talk to his military. So he's completely out of it. And this is something that Mike Johnson should have called out immediately. He should call this out today. Who's in charge? Why isn't Biden making these decisions, as Dan pointed out? And also, why haven't the Republicans started the process of removing him through the 25th Amendment? He's clearly incapable. He's 100% incompetent. I don't want to wait another 5 months for Feeble Joe to stumble through disaster. No, he needs to be removed right now. And yes, I know that puts Madam Knee-Pads in the driver's seat as president, but this will expose her as being just as horrid and just as bad and incompetent as Joe Biden is.
You're caught between a rock and a hard place, Dan.
We all are.
There's no way out of this.
We have the
If
Democrat
you throw
Party.
Biden out, you wind up with Cammie. But if you don't throw him out, will it be any better if you put Cammie in there? Will it really be better than letting
question.
Biden stay there? He's not calling the shots anyway.
Which is completely illegal. That can't be allowed, no matter what.
That's the way the left rolls. Illegal? What does that mean?
We have the Democrat Party to thank for all this. We just do. It's just completely on them. But to answer your question, I think the way moving forward is you get rid of Biden. You Knee-Pads takes over. She's going to bumble and stumble, which will completely destroy her 5 months of presidency, and then you get Trump in. I think that's how this is going to work. Now, with Iran, I think the way it's sounding here, the way this is all shaping up, if they don't have nuclear weapons yet, I think they do have, I'm pretty certain they have a huge buildup of conventional weapons, all funded by the Biden-Harris administration, and they're feeling very brazen, very emboldened. I believe most of these weapons, and don't quote me on this, but they're probably Chinese in design. They probably are working hand-in-hand with China, and they with all the tens of billions they got from Biden, they bought a lot of these weapons. And if I'm correct, and these are Chinese in design, this will be a test of Chinese and Israeli technology, because Israel has, their technology rivals or even surpasses ours in some caliber, because they have great technology. They are the Silicon Valley of the Middle East, by the way. If people didn't know that, they're extremely intelligent people. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But speaking of China, this is a great opportunity for them, not that I want it, to move against Taiwan. Because, once the Middle East war starts, gas prices are going to spike. Oh, by the way, they've spiked again. If you have noticed, they've crept up again. No one said anything about this. But the media's certainly not talking about it. But if you move against Taiwan, this is a great opportunity for them, because, you have the shining object over here, and you're not looking about what's going on over there. There's all this chaos, and countries like China and Russia thrive in chaos. So it's going to be a long, long 5 months before they're finally out of there.
Well, don't worry about gas prices, Dan. Just get a Cybertruck.
Of course, right. What are those things, like $80,000?
Is that all? I thought they were over $100,000.
They're completely. They're the short range, limited space. It's a total joke. But at
least they're really, really ugly.
They're super ugly. Let me leave you on a quick little good note here.
A good note.
With all these things going on, Donald Trump's voice will carry loud and clear, because once things go bad, we need someone to say, "Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." And Trump does that better than anybody else.
I would agree. All right, Dan. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, bud.
You have a great week. I know you got a lot to do, so you take care.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you later. It is 20 minutes after 7, sunny and 99 today.